Hi, and welcome to My Story with Care Credit. We all have stories, but what makes these stories unique is that they are about people who are able to get life-changing treatment, procedures, or medical care for themselves, their family, and their pets. All of the people featured on My Story with Care Credit did it with their Care Credit credit card. Care Credit is a leading national healthcare credit card that can enable you to get many of the procedures and treatments you want now and pay over time with everyday promotional financing on purchases of $200 or more. Care Credit is accepted at hundreds of thousands of locations nationwide to pay for care whenever you need and want it. I'm your host, Amy Freena. Today, we're going to hear about a rescued dog named Penny who ended up needing emergency eye surgery, or she was going to lose her eye and maybe her ability to play her very favorite game, Fetch. Let's listen as her pet parent shares this amazing story.
Hi, my name is April, and I'm here to share my story about Penny. Penny, she was a Boston Terrier. I've had her since she was a puppy, so growing up, she was always there for me. Altogether, she was like the heart of our family. As she was getting older, she ended up having glaucoma. She was having trouble seeing, and we think that the complications from the glaucoma caused kind of like a rupture in her cornea, and so we had to rush her to the emergency vet. It was kind of an emotional and financial hit at the same time because we didn't really know if we could afford the surgery, but thankfully the vet place had actually shared with us they had Care Credit and we would be able to use that. Everything worked out, and honestly with Care Credit that just helped us tremendously to be able to focus on giving her the care and treatment that she really deserves. I'm really thankful that they were allowing us that opportunity to have just more time with her. Thank you, Care Credit, for allowing me more time with my dog, Penny.
Hey, I'm Amy, and we have a very special guest with us today. Joining us is April. How are you today?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. So we are in downtown Los Angeles in this really cool, funky kind of old warehouse, but we are talking to people, especially April today, about their Care Credit credit card experience. So tell me about Penny.
So Penny, she was actually a present for me when I was 16 from my parents, and they ended up actually, I think, getting her from, I think a rescue? I'm not exactly too sure because it was a while ago, but just getting her as a puppy, she was so tiny, whenever I would watch TV, I would actually have her lay around my neck and that area and just kind of lay there while I watched TV, and she'd fall asleep on my chest and my neck.
Aww.
And just in general, she's a Boston Terrier.
Okay.
She's very spunky, has a lot of personality. She loves playing. With her getting older, she ended up getting glaucoma, and so it led to complications that she needed emergency eye surgery.
Wow.
And that's where Care Credit really helped in, and we could really focus on giving her the care and attention that she really deserved at that time. So yeah.
Gosh, I have two cats, so I know my fur babies are my life, and when something's wrong with them, I'm sure, especially because they can't talk back to you and say this hurts.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you would do anything to help them, but to top that with such a massive financial burden, especially most of the time we're not putting money away preparing for something like that.
Yeah, and it was totally unexpected too because just the expense of it was kind of what shocked us, and we were kind of worried if we can't afford it, what's going to happen to her, and it just alleviated a lot of that stress.
How did you guys hear about Care Credit?
It was actually at the vet's office.
Really?
So whenever they told us how much the procedure was, and then we saw the bill amount, and we were like, oh my gosh, I don't know if we can afford this, but talking to them, do you guys have any financial, options or anything? And they mentioned Care Credit, and that's when I was like, let's do it.
So April, when you are at the vet with Penny and you have this big bill and you know what you need to do to help her, and they offered you the credit card, kind of walk me through how the process went down.
Well, the veterinary assistant, she was so helpful. She shared the information of like where to go, what Care Credit actually was. And there's different options, I guess, for me to choose from just to go online and check it out. And I actually did it right there in the vet's office from my phone, so that was great.
So when you're there at the vet, obviously you guys have a lot of emotion going on and you find out about the Care Credit card. How immediate was the surgery then after for Penny?
I mean, as soon as we could schedule her in, and I think it was within either that day or the next day when she was able to have the surgery, because it was pretty urgent. Otherwise, she could have lost her eye, possibly, and then that would have been a whole nother surgery, too. And it was just like, well, let's do what we can right now and hope that this works, because I wanted to try to save her eyesight as much as possible.
Of course. So how did, after the surgery, how did Penny do?
Oh, my gosh. Well, she's obsessed with playing fetch, and anytime, like, if you pick up the ball and throw it, like, she's yours. Like, she doesn't leave you alone or anything.
So that's why you were so worried about the eye. It's like her favorite thing to do.
So I wanted her to continue playing and, like, being a dog and play. And whenever, after the surgery, she wanted to still play, but we had to, like, no, you're healing.
Relax.
But she bounced back, like, so well. Her eye healed beautifully. She was actually able to see it. I had a little bit of clouding, but I mean, she was still able to see, like, some. It was worth every penny.
I bet. And to not have to have that huge financial burden all at once.
Yes,
to be able
all
to
at
spread
once.
it out.
Yeah,
was really
that was
nice.
A lifesaver, honestly. Yeah.
I'm happy to hear it.
Yeah.
Have you guys used Care Credit card for anything else?
Yeah, we actually recently used it for my boyfriend. He recently had some dental procedures done, like getting his wisdom teeth taken out. So great to have that in times like that, because if we didn't, I mean, I can't even tell you, I'd probably be crying. Just the stress of it is,
of course,
it can be overwhelming.
Right. So when your boyfriend had his wisdom teeth out, were you guys aware that your dentist accepted Care Credit?
At the time, we weren't, but when we had asked, when we went to go pay for the copay, they said that they did, and that was a huge relief.
So if somebody out there wanted to read a review that you wrote, because everyone loves to read reviews nowadays, what review would you leave Care Credit?
Honestly, thanking them for the opportunity to just have the extra time, not only with Penny, but just being there, I guess, kind of like a backup, like we got you in case if there's any type of financial, not just burden, but procedure, veterinary, dental, medical, whatever. I mean, it's great that they're there, and I would definitely recommend it.
Do you have any plans for the future where you might possibly need them again?
Yeah, more than likely, if there's any other dental procedures that needs to be done. Yeah, they happen. Possibly in case of any emergency veterinary services that we need to do. Because we also have another dog, and so to take care of him in case if we need anything. So.
You never know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate
Thank you
it.
for allowing me to be here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's good to know Penny was able to keep her eyesight and get back to playing fetch, and Care Credit was proud to be a part of their story. Remember, Care Credit is a leading national healthcare credit card that can enable you to get many of the procedures and treatments you want now and pay over time with everyday promotional financing on purchases of $200 or more. Care Credit is accepted at hundreds of thousands of locations nationwide to pay for care whenever you need and want it. If you are interested in applying for a Care Credit credit card or would like to find a provider in your area who accepts Care Credit, visit us at carecredit.com.